Okay, this is going to be weird.
A very weird show we got in store for you tonight.
Where the fuck is Aaron?
I don't know, man. I think he's off, playing with himself or, thinking about sprinkles time. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we're just not important enough for him.
No. Or do our fans, you know?
Who's going to say, like, all his catchy little phrases? And
you can read minds?
Yes, I can read minds, actually.
It's going to be a weird show.
Yeah, we don't even have anything to take it off.
I know. What do we do now? All I can think about is aardvarks.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Manny.
And there's no Aaron.
No Aaron, just an empty chair and...
with his bag over his mic.
Yeah, with his bag, his happy face bag. It's a sad, sad day.
Yeah, he canceled on the show last minute. He had some things he had to take care of.
He called us to say... No, not called. He texted us to say that he was sick and that he couldn't make it. He feels really under the weather.
Yeah.
But I found out something pretty interesting today.
Oh shit.
I thought let's, you know what? I'm going to do Aaron a favor and I'm going to do the national holidays.
Oh man, I thought one show we'd get without it.
No, we've got to do it. We got to carry on his legacy.
Sprinkles legacy.
This is the interesting part. As I'm looking through today's holiday list, one of the days is National Stay at Home Because You're Well Day.
That was it. That's why he did it. Yeah, I believe it.
I think he did it. Yep, that's it. He must have been looking through the days, and he's like, well, I have to celebrate this day. We also have National Methamphetamines Awareness Day.
What the shit?
National Moose Day.
Moose Day.
Perpetual Youth Day.
Okay.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Okay, so we're going to try to do a show today?
Yeah, I guess we're just going to muddle through.
It was a bit last minute.
The bullshit was we had this whole show worked around fucking Aaron and the goddamn Walking Dead.
He wanted to talk about Walking Dead.
Yeah, we even had some Facebook posts we were going to get into from our loyal listeners, the sidekicks.
Super nutty. It just feels empty.
I know it does.
It feels empty without his oh dear.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry?
It's not the same. I have nobody to yell at. I don't usually yell at Manny.
In the last 30 minutes, we tried to recruit a third guest. That included my wife.
Yeah.
She's busy.
Mm-hmm.
That included...
She's doing yoga.
She's doing yoga, yeah. My cat.
Yeah, wouldn't sit still. We tried.
Yeah, she won't sit in the fucking chair.
And we, put we put an alert out to Jay Jackal, but didn't hear anything back.
Yeah, well, we did get something, but it wasn't because of this.
Yeah, no. He wrote us back a nasty email, which we'll get into later.
You should grab BB-8 and put him in his chair. I think that'll make us feel a little better.
There you go. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Boo.
BB-8. I mean, he's probably be a better co-host.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, we had
Aaron won't hear this anyways. Just his mom listens. So.
Right. Exactly. He doesn't even listen to our own podcast.
Exactly.
He likes to go off the cuff or
on the fly. He's not here. It's
I know.
He's off. I don't like it.
This is episode 30. He misses the big 3-0.
Big 3-0.
God.
BB-8's here, though.
I wanted to give him some mad shit about him getting his Apple Watch.
Yeah, what the fuck? Let's talk about this.
I think he's ducking that.
Yeah, he bought an Apple Watch, and then the bullshit is he tried to say, "Oh, well, I burned more or I hit my goals faster than you guys."
It was one day, and it was the day after Thanksgiving that he beat our calorie burn.
Yeah, it was bullshit. He set his calorie burn at 300.
Oh, that's his goal, 300 calories
Yeah,
a day.
that's bullshit.
Well, I also thought maybe that he probably just left it on like exercise all day, and he actually burned quite a bit. But actually, since we're all connected through Wi-Fi, we can say that he's only burned 8 calories today.
Bullshit.
What do
8?
you have?
Hold
yeah,
on.
mine's showing 8.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
His goal is 350
Yeah, it
calories,
literally
and he's
says
only
8.
got 2% down. So, okay, we'll give it to you, Aaron. If you're not, unless he's just not wearing his watch.
Could you imagine if he literally just laid in bed all day? They're like, you burned 2 calories.
Oh, my
Not
goodness.
even getting up to take a shit.
Yeah.
Have you burned 5
Just-
calories?
I know he'd probably like just roll to the restroom or something in order to not burn a single calorie.
He's got a bedpan.
Yeah, so he tried to compare one day with us where he had just a few more calorie. He had burned just a bit more calories than we did that day.
I'm at 928.
I'm not. I don't think I'm very far. It was a sitting day for me.
You were at 409.
432. That's weird. Mine
Oh.
says 432.
Oh,
Maybe it's not updated.
probably.
10,000 steps though.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were gonna talk about Walking Dead, and we don't.
All right. Are we going to get into this about Walking Dead?
I guess we can, but the reason we were gonna have that conversation is because he's the only one watching it now. We're
I
not
know.
watching it.
I kind of want to wait for him because
So why aren't you watching it? He fucked up, so he lost.
did.
He lost his spot.
all right, my thing that I couldn't get past, and I guess it just turned me off, was who's the guy, the leader of the kingdom?
Oh, Ezekiel. Yeah,
His character bugged me.
he was corny.
Super corny. And my thing is, I don't read the comic books. I never have.
Right.
Not been big into them. And I know Aaron reads them, and a lot of people are saying this is just like the comic book. And that's fine. I just feel this show has ran its course.
I agree.
Because it's what? Season 7?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Season 7. I mean, look, Lost went 7 seasons, and it ran its course. I mean, it was good, but how much longer can the show really go on? It's the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah, and I think with the deaths of Glenn and Abraham, those were so shocking and so heavy. What could happen after this? I mean, they can kill Maggie. They can.
The only person
Yeah.
that would shock me now is if they killed Rick.
But they're not going to.
Well, of course not. But I'm saying that's the only thing that's really going to be the shocking
Yeah.
kind of fact.
Or if he chopped his arm off, but I don't even think I'd care anymore. I don't feel like I care.
I feel now that I know that it was them, and tell you the truth, I was really excited for Negan, but that second episode, I was like, eh. I watched
exactly.
the second.
I tried watching the second, and then I didn't get through it all. The second was Ezekiel.
Sorry, the first episode back, I was just kind of like, yeah, it was cool what he did to him, but it didn't grab me like when he was first there.
Yeah, you said that before in an episode
Yeah.
where Negan didn't have that same attitude, or he just didn't take him the same. He was
Yeah,
a little
he
more
was
scary at the end of the last season.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted, but I get he's a big jokester. It's just, I don't know, it's not pulling me anymore. I think it's ran its course. It was a good show, and
Yeah.
I think I'm just kind of done with it.
Well, I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot where they gave you something so heavy towards the end of the last season, but they didn't give it to you until the beginning of this season. And then I feel like after that, after the death of Glenn, we needed a break. But it's a whole show now.
Yeah,
I feel like that would have been this break. We would have taken the time to kind of reset on the Walking Dead enthusiasm, but instead we got it at the beginning of the season. And
Yeah, because usually they'll leave you on a cliffhanger like
Yeah.
that where you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And it gives you time. But everybody was just had all this built up, like, you know, energy. Everybody like almost had a boner of like, oh my God, who's it going to be? And then you finally shot your load, and then you're just like, well, shit. You know, now don't touch me. It's sensitive, and I don't want to talk about it right now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Sorry, mine was a sexual reference.
Aaron, what do you think? Oh, I forgot he's not here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's not here. Okay.
He can read minds.
But he can definitely read minds. I think he would
Or
say...
no, he would probably say Hulk hands.
Okay, yeah. I think he would say that he's still watching the show. We know that.
Oh, definitely. I know. And, I mean, he'll watch it until it's over.
Well, he's a fan of the comic, too, so.
But, I mean, how many more seasons can they go? I mean, we're 7 deep.
I think I'm done. Honestly, I think I'm done.
And I've heard of a lot of people saying kind of not even this season. Galvatron actually told me he was out last season. He was just like,
he
I'm
didn't
done.
even finish the last season. He's just like, it's too much. I can't take it anymore.
I feel it's very repetitive. And I get it. It's a zombie apocalypse. It's just, I don't know.
So their last episode was the lowest ratings they've had so far this season, with 11 million viewers, which still makes it the highest viewed show out there right now.
Isn't that crazy?
That is insane. Oh, just under, I think, the NFL or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's slowly getting less and less.
Yeah. I was gonna ask why do we think the ratings are dropping so fast? But yeah, I think people are just done. It's bored. I'm bored with it.
Yeah, I think it's not who they killed. I just think kind of what you said. There was such a high buildup and everybody being like, I gotta know, and everybody was talking about it. And now that it's happened, they're just like, it's just another season of them walking around kind of doing their own thing. So.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much over it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so much other TV that I need to watch.
I know that too. Yeah, there's just so much. And oh, by the way, that was another show we wanted to talk about, but of course Aaron's not here to represent himself.
This motherfucker.
These guys were talking about how good Luke Cage was.
Oh
and
shit! I forgot we were gonna talk about
and that
this.
It was better than Daredevil.
Hold on, let me just call out to a couple sidekicks right. Actually, let's just call it to one sidekick. Goat.
The Black Goat.
The Black Goat said it was the best Marvel thing they've ever done.
I think he said the best Marvel show, better than Daredevil, and I think Aaron agreed, but he's kind of an agreeable type of guy.
Exactly. He's like, Black Goat said I'm the coolest, so whatever you say goes.
Yeah.
So Black Goat, I'm just saying. I said it too. I said it will not beat Daredevil. I said it was good, but Daredevil's still king.
You've gotten further. How many episodes do you have?
I finished it.
Oh, you finished it. I didn't. I got about 2 to 3 episodes in, and I was like, Robin, can we keep watching this? And she's like, nah.
It picks up after that. It is slow. It's a slow burn, but it does get better.
Yeah.
But Daredevil is just still king.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, just off those 2 episodes, I would even compare the first 2 episodes of Daredevil to the first 2 episodes of Luke Cage. And Luke
even
Cage
the first episode of Daredevil, I felt was really slow.
It was slow, but it wasn't. I feel like Luke Cage has a bit of a cheesiness to it. It's all just kind of a little bit more ridiculous. This guy that just doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. He's just like, come on, man. It's like it's too good to be true.
Indulge a little bit.
That means you're a little like a fucking weirdo or freak in the back.
Straight edge.
Yeah. When you're straight edge, you're the worst. Those people that
nobody wants to hang out with you.
Yeah. It's like those people that say, well, you have a blessed day. You're like, oh, you're crazy, bitch.
You're like, don't talk to me. No, I'm excited to see what they say. And I'm hoping we get Black Goat to write in and be like, wait, and state his case. But it ain't never going to work because it ain't better than Daredevil.
He needs to at least tweet us. He likes to tweet.
He does like to tweet at us.
He's a tweeter. So tweet us.
Yeah.
Please.
And we'll see what Aaron says or sprinkles. Hey,
yeah.
You know what he did today? He sprinkled it.
He sprinkled the whole fucking thing.
What was it, like 2 hours before the show?
Not even 2 hours. Hold on. Let's pull this phone out and look at this goddamn.
Let's pull up the facts here.
Yeah. So by the way, he helped me put the outline together last night and gave me about half of it. He was in charge of about half of it. But we got his 240. Yeah. So a couple hours before we got here.
Yeah.
But
that's not enough time.
Not enough. I mean, we could have called. We've got celebrities that we could.
Yeah, we could have brought back old people from the show. Like, could have brought in Nick.
Yeah, like, hey Nick, you want to come fill in a spot?
Could have brought in the Black Goat.
Black Goat. He was probably waiting for us. He's probably waiting for the call.
Yeah, but no.
God. Some people.
I know.
And their kids.
It's like, listen here. You know what I mean? We provide a service. to the sidekicks. What would they do without us?
Exactly.
You know, they look forward to that hour. That's the only thing that gets them through the day, gets them through the work week, is our podcast.
We are their heroes.
Yeah. We are hardly heroes.
God, that was like a sample. That's a good one. I like it.
Thank you. So,
okay. Let's move on. Let's stop talking shit about him, or let's continue.
It's just
as
so
we go.
much fun.
I know it is so much fun.
Especially because he's not here to be like, I'm sorry?
Does that mean you can read minds?
Yeah. Hulk hands? Aardvarks?
I could still picture him
Law gnomes?
beating up zombies with mannequin arms. Mannequin
Running
limbs.
around the mall? Don't go in there. What's he doing? I don't know. He's running around with mannequin hands. You know the guy's crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, we watched the Justice League Dark trailer. You didn't seem to like it.
Manny ruined it for me.
Did I ruin it?
He ruined it.
What?
I was already, like, not really feeling it. And then the second Manny said it, I feel, and I'll get to it. Don't worry, baby birds. I'll feed you. I'll tell you what he said, but just kind of get you in the mind state. I kind of was like, this doesn't really look that good, especially after, you know, they've done Flashpoint, they've done Doom, they've done a bunch of good animated series or movies. And this one just kind of felt like cheesy and just not that good. And then Manny called it. Tell him.
Well, they're dealing a lot with magic, of course. I feel like they brought this back because Marvel's doing Doctor Strange.
Boom. Exactly.
Now that this team does exist in the comic books, it's been around for a while.
I'm not saying that, but it does feel, hey, well, they're coming out with this. Why don't we do that?
Right.
And which doesn't really seem like their MO.
But even like the magic was all the same, like the circles and the...
Yeah, just like Doctor Strange.
Is that like a magic thing? Those are just shapes commonly used with magic? Maybe that's... Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know who Justice League Dark is, it is a team of superheroes that were put together to fight against the supernatural that the regular Justice League couldn't really go up against. So I think the cartoon looks kind of cool. They are introducing some of the original Justice League, like Batman and Wonder Woman, I think just to kind of bridge the gap for people who are not familiar with the crew.
They need somebody, you know, to kind of hang their hat on that people will be like, oh, I'll watch this, you know.
Yeah.
They can't just throw everybody. They need a Superman or a Batman or a Wonder Woman to kind of hang their hat on.
Exactly.
Even Wonder Woman, it has to be Batman or Superman, really, to tell you the truth.
The art looks good. I think it looks good. I'll probably watch the movie. It's the second rated R DC movie. First one, Killing Joke.
See, and that's another one, The Killing Joke.
Yeah, that one was bad. I thought it was going to be good.
I know.
That was upsetting.
It
wasn't awful, but there was just something lacking.
It's just hard for me because I hold Flashpoint Paradox so high. That is the best animated movie I've ever seen. I mean, it was just so good.
Flashpoint, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Doom is good.
Yeah, Doom's great.
Doom's good, and then
Was it
that's
War?
the Batman. War was okay. War was all right. I didn't watch something of Atlantis. It's the Aquaman movie.
Oh, I never saw
It
that.
looked good, but Galvatron watched it and he said, He goes, it was garbage.
Galvatron's getting a lot of play in this episode.
It's because Aaron's not here, so he's like the makeshift. Actually, we're mentioning Galvatron.
I didn't know if you were going to bring it up now or later into the show.
I guess we could, since this is kind of an odd show, an episode.
It's all fuckled.
We're actually going to have Galvatron
in studio next week, and let's just kind of get into it. We're prepping for Star Wars is coming up, Rogue One. Tyler is our Star Wars expert.
Yes.
So we would love it if you guys would write into the show and try to stump him, maybe on or ask him some questions that he might not know.
Or if you have some theories that he can put together, he's really good at that too. Some theories, maybe some questions about something that confuses you about the Star Wars universe. He's pretty much into the movies and the shows, like the animated
He's
TV
our
shows.
Star Wars guru.
Yeah. So we'll have him in studio next week. So please write in for stuff to ask him. And it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be
It'll
fun
be
to
our
have Galvatron in here.
Our second interview.
Yeah, it'll be funny to see how he plays off of old Sprinkles over here.
Oh, hopefully he makes it to the show next week.
Watch, he's gonna, they're gonna bond just like him and Goat.
Oh,
Him
yeah,
and Goat
they're gonna
were
be
best friends.
Sucking each other off. Oh, wow.
Or they're just gonna be scissoring in the corner.
What are you guys doing over there?
Yeah. Tyler's like, don't look at me.
Stop looking.
It's like his head is just so soft and bald.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God, this show is off the fucking rails today, dude.
Yeah,
it
this
is
is
so
It's gonna be
weird.
bad. We promise you that Aaron is not the brains behind this
No,
entire
it's
show,
just
even though it
sometimes
may
I-
sound like it.
Yeah, I feel like I have nobody to yell at. It's just
I know. There's nobody to make fun of, nobody to
that weird dynamic.
poke
Yeah,
or kick their shins
and just
or talk about their baldingness.
I think what fucked us the most, and let's just say it, is we built the show around him
Yeah.
for once.
We created
Like,
a monster.
Yeah, we had this whole outline. We had such a big part of the show today for him, and he fucked it all up.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Aaron.
All right, well, fuck it. I'm going off the rails again.
Okay, the one other thing that I wanted to point out is that how good Doctor Strange is doing in the theaters. It has surpassed Iron Man's box office record.
Ooh, wow.
So let's see.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Guardians made 773 million in the box office.
Damn.
What is it? Oh, okay. Doctor Strange is at 616 million. Iron Man made 585 million. Ant-Man at 520. Thor 449. Captain America, the first one, 317. And Hulk 263. These are, I'm sorry, the single character Marvel movies. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Because Avengers just crushed.
yeah. Avengers is still way up there.
I did see Doctor Strange for the second time. I went on Black Friday.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
You did tell me.
yeah, Black Friday, my sisters wanted to go shopping because I went down to Southern California, went to visit my family.
Oh, how was that? Is it
It
like
was-
normal family?
It
or-
was eventful. It was really fun. I got to see my oldest brother and his nephews.
Oh, cool.
It was actually a lot of fun because my nephew always asked questions about the show.
Well, weren't you supposed to take some stuff out there for them?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah, I gave them some of the stuff out of my Geek Fuel box, and they were super pumped. But I laughed
Nice.
because I took the recording equipment down there because I wanted to record them.
Yeah.
And my nephew was super bent because I don't know what happened. I fucked it up, and it didn't record.
Oh.
But he always gets mad because he's like, I want to listen to your show. And I was like, yeah, this
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
children appropriate.
Yeah, we swear just a little bit too much.
Yeah, and he was talking about how he does his own YouTube channel called Super Viral.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all about like Minecraft and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was like,
How old is he?
He's 10,
Oh, shit.
but they won't let him do any like of his face or anything like they don't
Oh.
want it over the internet.
Yeah,
He's just too young.
That makes sense.
But it was super funny because he's like, man, well, we almost like do the same thing and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, definitely. I think it's super cool that he's starting at a young age.
Maybe we'll have to do like a PG version.
Yeah, one day, I don't know.
couple
That's going to be
episodes.
hard.
Yeah. We can just
No,
put-
I'm not saying for you or Aaron or
Yeah,
you and
yeah.
Sprinkles. It's me. I'm
No,
always
I-
the one that's like, shit, fuck.
I have a hard time not cussing. It's just so much fun.
It's just easier to get my point across.
It feels good in my soul just to say, motherfucker.
So, Black Friday, I was sitting
Yeah.
there. And my sister's like, hey, we're going to go shopping. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I looked up the movie theater, and it was like not even a mile from the mall. So I just walked over there, and I was like, I'm going to go see Doctor Strange again.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
could not believe how packed it was in there.
Still? Yeah.
I mean, the rows were pretty full, but what I couldn't believe, and this is fucking weird to me, I want to ask you this. So I go into a movie theater, right? I sit down. I'm like the second person there. I sit down in the middle. I get my good
Oh, so you
row.
went all by yourself.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
All the time. I like going to the movies by myself.
Well, I mean, you don't really need anybody.
No.
You're not talking.
Yeah, so I have my ritual. I get a popcorn and my Coke Icy.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork.
Sounds good. Yeah.
That's how my mom was. It's just something I've always picked up. So I get in the middle. I'm fucking nice, perfect. Everybody's starting to fill in a little bit. And then on my left, there's 2 seats open and then a guy, right? And then on my right side, there's somebody at the end of the row, but not in the middle of the row.
Uh-huh.
Well, the row in front of me is open in the middle. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This fucking chick and her boyfriend come up and she sits right next to me. The one on the right.
I fucking hate
and I'm
that.
like, fuck!
Why do they do that?
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I
I'm
don't
like,
get it.
fuck off. At least give me a fucking seat buffer, you son of a bitch.
Somebody did that to me. I can't remember what movie it was, but Robin turned around and was like, are you fucking serious? Like, the theater is empty. Why the fuck are you sitting next to me?
Yes. And what bugs me is I'm like, do I move over one seat?
Yeah,
no,
and then,
fuck you, because I was here first, you asshole.
Well, and then they look at you move over, and they're like, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I want to have a buffer.
Yeah.
And I got my popcorn. I got
That's
my icy. I
etiquette.
want to put my arms up.
It's fucking theater etiquette, man. You go to the movies. If you have an opportunity not to sit next to somebody, you don't fucking sit next to somebody.
Thank you. That's exactly how I felt.
Just like going to the urinals. Like,
Yeah.
you don't go piss next to somebody else if you don't have to. You want to leave at least a space in between, right?
And so then, all right, that's not even the worst part. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. I kind of adjust. And there's 4 people on my left, but I have a 2-seat buffer.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, not that bad. And then the fucking previews come on, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm getting excited. Fucking about to watch this movie. I'm all like pumped up, and I'm like, yes, it's just gonna be me. It'll be fun. And I fucking look over, and I'm like, no, this can't be fucking happening. A fucking child
Oh, no.
moves into the seat closest to me, and I'm like, all right, I can handle this. I've seen the movie before. It's not a fucking big deal, right? It's not a fucking big deal. It'll be fine.
That sucks.
So I'm into the movie. About 3/4 into the movie, I fucking can feel this fucking kid hitting the seat down and up, like kicking it. She's laying sideways and moving her foot to kick down the seat, back and forth and back and forth.
Wait, the
and back
kid is laying sideways on the chair.
Yes.
Where is this kid's parents?
There's 3 kids and a parent, but the parent's at the very end.
Oh, my God.
And just kicking the seat. And I look over and I fucking stare at the girl like, dude, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Oh, my God.
And then it kind of stops. And then it comes back 10 minutes later. And I'm almost like, do I get up and move? Or do I just fucking wait? And I was just getting so fucking angry. And I could just like feel my blood boiling. I'm like, am I the asshole that's like, hey, get your fucking kid in order?
No, you're not. They're the asshole.
Thank you.
They are.
I'm fucking losing my mind. I almost moved. If I wouldn't have seen the movie before, I'd have lost my shit.
Oh, that would have pissed me off.
The only reason I got through is because I had seen it before, but I was just like, it was right in the fight scene when they're taking over the first one in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, this part's dope. And I can just feel the seat getting kicked, and I'm like, fuck! Like, I'm going to fucking kill somebody right now. I was so fucking angry. I hate people that bring ill-mannered children to an adult movie.
Or why aren't they teaching the kid to sit the fuck down at a theater?
You
You don't lay down at a theater.
Yeah, that or put your kid by you so you can just be like, hey, because I paid fucking, what, $10, $12 to go to the goddamn movie? I want to enjoy my movie.
Hell yeah. I know somebody that told me they let their kids run around through the aisles. Like, what is that? What makes you think that that's okay?
I would snatch my child up so fast.
By the way, we have no children.
Yeah,
between the both of us.
Neither of us.
Not a single one.
Yeah.
For a good reason.
Yeah, because I like to spend my money on me.
Yes, and I don't want to take noisy-ass kids to watch Doctor Strange.
And I would like to do this podcast like I do now.
Exactly. I want to spend all the toy money on me.
Yeah, Manny has a bunch of toys in here that children are not allowed to play with.
My niece and nephew come in and I point out to the Legos. I go, this is adult toys. You don't get to play with these.
It reminds me of a Lego movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you have certain toys that you let them play with?
Hell no. They got their own fucking toys. In fact, I think I jacked a couple of theirs. I jacked the Pokemon from my
And didn't
nephew.
you jack those cars once?
Yep, the cars. Yeah, the
That
cars.
shit's funny.
Yeah.
These are adult toys.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of an experience that I had myself when I went to go watch Doctor Strange, and I thought I'd mention this. Is that just like you were saying, you have what you do when you go to the movies. I have to have my popcorn and soda, but I also have to have some Junior Mints. That's my candy.
Junior Mints?
Junior Mints, yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I like the mintiness, the minty chocolate in my mouth.
Makes you feel fresh?
Yeah, yes, super fresh. So Robin and I get our stuff, the candy from the gas station. We're not going to pay $11 for a fucking Junior Mint box. And I give it to her to bring in her purse. And we're inside.
So you won't pay for it?
I don't pay for it there. I get my popcorn and soda there, but I don't get my candy there. I mean, candy is candy. It comes in the same fucking box. The soda and the popcorn, it's different. You know? It's
definitely.
It's got a feel. It's got a smell. You got to... Oh shit! I give Robin my candy, and because she's got the purse, she's gonna put everything in the purse, and I go, hey, hold my candy, okay, whatever. So we go into the movie. I finish I'm halfway through my popcorn. I'm halfway through my soda. I'm like, I'm ready for my candy now. I go, give me my candy. She goes, I think I left it in the car. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Fuck.
She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And I was like, and I'm just sitting there watching the movie. And then she gets up and leaves. And I'm like, where the fuck are you going? And she leaves right during the car crash scene. So she didn't get to see any of that.
Oh, shit. This
She
is
didn't
the
see
very
any of it.
beginning of the movie.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the movie. So that's how fast I go through my popcorn and soda.
Fuck, you're just like...
Yeah. No, so she comes back 2 minutes later with a handful of candy from the snack bar. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? She has maybe about 5 or 6 candies. She has some red licorice, red vines.
Red vines.
The Junior Mints. She's got maybe, do they have Rolos? I think they might have Rolos in a box.
Shit, I haven't had fucking Rolos
Those are
in
good,
hell
yeah.
long.
And a couple other ones. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You probably just spent $40 on candy.
Oh, definitely.
And she goes, I don't give a fuck. And she's like getting a little upset in there. And I'm like, all right. She just tried to make it better, and I'm being an asshole. Mm-hmm. So I of course I apologized to her. But that was what my wife went through to get me my Junior Mints.
It's weird to me, but I almost get dickish to the people ringing me up when I'm like, hey, can I get a Coke Icy? We don't have any ices. Or we're out of Coke. You want something else? I'm like, no. You just ruined fucking everything.
I know.
Because I don't want soda. I want the Coke Icy.
I think we're creatures of habit. And it's like I go watch a movie and I got to have that same thing again to enjoy it all.
Well, I feel it's the whole experience.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of just get into it.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like
The smell of the popcorn, you know.
brings me back to being like a kid.
Getting in the chair, yeah.
I remember my Aunt Nebby, she used to like bring a big purse, but she would like bring fucking McDonald's cheeseburgers and fucking French fries. It was fucking
Are you
hilarious.
serious? Did you see that episode of Big Bang where Stewart gets disinvited to he doesn't get invited to a movie because he takes like fucking soup in there and like crazy ass shit. Anyways, that reminded me of it.
But no, I always just thought it was weird because I hate bringing stuff to the theater.
Yeah.
I mean, little candies and stuff, yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
but
like
she'd
on.
bring a 6-pack of like canned soda. Like
Oh,
no
damn.
bullshit. She would bring. Yeah, and you're just like, what the fuck? And I remember as a kid, I felt like awkward, like I shouldn't be doing this. Because it just felt like it was too much.
Oh, really?
You know, I'm like, who the fuck brings McDonald's cheeseburgers fucking, you know, like just random shit she would bring. And I always
that's
thought
a
it was
lot.
super
It just
funny.
seems like a lot. Uh-oh. Do we have a visitor?
Oh, we have a visitor in the studio.
We do. Oh.
Let's move BB-8 and we'll kick on her mic.
All right. Let's see.
This is a Hardly Heroes first for us.
Oh, look at that. It's an impromptu interview.
Yes.
Is that a vagina in your presence?
Yeah, that is exactly.
Hardly Heroes?
Yeah, you want to talk into
Make love to the mic.
Where do you see the logo? That's the front.
All right.
There you go. You're
You
sounding
just do it, and I'll talk into it
For everybody out there, this is my wife, Robin, my sidekick.
for life.
For life. Faux life. She got that tattooed on her back.
Mm-hmm.
Sidekick
Tramp
faux
stamp.
life.
Tramp stamp.
Yep.
Kobean for life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you a question about Doctor Strange. We were just talking about this in the movies.
I was kind of telling him about my assholishness.
He told me that you forgot his candy,
In the car.
and then he told me you went and spent probably about $40 on candy, and then he came back and was like, "What the fuck? You spent like $40."
And you just missed the origin story.
And I was just trying to fix my fuck up. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
I
trying to
told
be a
him-
nice wife.
I
Yeah.
told him I was an asshole.
When I knew I would never hear the end of it if I didn't do that as well.
Back off the mic just a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Because the settings are all for us.
Oh.
And so Aaron has a little bit of a softer voice. He has
Robin likes to carry her voice.
Aaron has a softer everything. So, it's.
Okay, is this good?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Stay right there.
I'm just going to hold my head in this exact position.
Perfect.
Thank you for coming and joining us.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, which is weird because I'm not really a nervous person.
Oh, no, you'll be fine.
Okay.
If you have any funny sayings that Manny says, like off the car.
Let me give that some thought.
Yeah, no problem.
You want to
Yeah.
talk shit about Aaron? He's not here.
No, I do that all the time. It's
Yeah.
getting old.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
understand.
boring.
Hey, I never get sick of it, so I mean, it's fine with me. Now, can I ask you, why did you, because we talked about it earlier, might as well come full circle, why did you quit watching Walking Dead?
It was the season when they were out on the farm.
Second season.
Second season, so not very far, but I liked the first season. It was cool, and it was a little brutal. There was that whole baby being born dead lady business. What
The
was that?
barn where the
He's my
the
translator.
baby. Well, that was a prison, but
Honey, help me, help
No, it was
me.
Rick's wife. The whole badness with her.
yeah. Okay, so the adultery. Is that
No,
what you're
didn't she
speaking?
die?
She did, but that wasn't until the third season.
Oh, maybe I just caught the end of that.
Yeah,
Well,
you were
anyways,
kinda-
I got real bored. Is basically the point. See, I can't even remember what happened because I started getting real bored.
It's true.
The
And-
barn, the farm was boring.
The farm was the worst.
Well, and I feel like
season.
at least like every time we would watch it, I would say, "How many days has it been like in this show? Like,
That's
why is
true.
it going so fucking slow? We've been here for 2 years. I think it's been like 72 hours."
3 episodes is one day.
I was-
Carl's aged enough, you know what I mean, to be a human man, pretty much.
I didn't
Yeah.
have that level of commitment.
Okay. Well, while you're here,
Yes, I'm here.
might as well get you into some stuff. And I know this is a little impromptu. We normally allow people some time to prepare,
Ooh.
but I'd like to ask you some questions to just kind of get your immediate thought
I'm excited about
I'm ready.
this.
about this. Do you have a favorite superhero?
I watched a lot of X-Men growing up,
Yes.
and I used to play X-Men,
Team X-Men.
and I really liked Jean Grey.
Oh shit!
Because
I thought
of
she was
the
gonna say
mental
Jubilee.
No. No. I really liked her because her power was mental and it wasn't all about her physicalness, her physicality. It was about her brain, and I think I liked that.
I would have said you were a rogue person myself because you were very
She's a bit of a
snappy.
rogue. She's
yeah.
like, mm-mm.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not who I played. That's not who I
And
was
she's
assigned.
a strong personality, which is fun because she's got a lot of pushback where I see a lot of
Rogue or me or both.
I see a lot of rogue in you.
Oh, okay.
But
Sweet.
that's
Maybe I
just
should be Rogue for Halloween.
ooh, that'd be a cool one.
And I could be Gambit.
You could be whoever you want to be.
Manny's got a little too excited right there.
Yeah.
He's like, dress up as her
As
tonight,
the
please."
Cajun.
Ooh.
He's the Cajun. The Raging Cajun.
Raging Cajun.
Okay, so you like Jean Grey. You don't really. We watched Apocalypse,
Yeah.
but you don't really remember it too much.
No, because we fell asleep and had to restart it like 4 times.
We watched it 3 times while we were in Hawaii. Like at the end of the day.
I love it. You're in fucking Hawaii.
It's the end of the
most
day.
beautiful place. You're like, fuck this. Let's watch a
well,
movie.
To be fair, it was the bedtime movie, right? Like, let's just watch this while we fall asleep. And so maybe the movie wasn't so bad as we were that tired. You know what I mean?
We weren't really raging at night. Okay, we're not raging party people. We did a lot of our experiences during the day.
Well, not only that, but we kind of handled the shit out of Hawaii. Like, we did a bunch of stuff all day, every day.
We're kind of nonstop.
Because you guys are planners.
No, I'm a planner.
She's the planner. I'm just follow her.
I
Where we
thought you're
going?
the organizer.
No. I guess
Then who is the...
I am,
Excel
but I'm not
spreadsheet.
on her level. It's
No.
a whole nother level.
No, see, that she is the planner. You just organize, like, the Excel spreadsheets.
I guess she made that spreadsheet.
I
We
did-
kind of
Did she?
made it together.
I do it all.
We put it on a OneDrive so that we
Robin's
can...
like, listen here, motherfucker.
No.
I do it all. You just get to experience this greatness.
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
What am I in charge of, and what are you in charge of?
Emmanuel's in charge of pop culture as it relates to our knowledge, and I am in charge of everything else,
Yes.
which means
Those are the rules of the house.
finances, contracts, mortgages, bank accounts, insurance, etc. That's all me.
Makes sense, right?
No, well, I mean, she is a lawyer, so she can handle a bunch of things at once.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Yeah, I make signs. I mean, what good am I?
Pop culture.
Sorry. Woo. All right.
Okay.
Let's focus.
Okay, so
Let's
that was
bring it
good.
back. That was great.
Okay, let's get a couple more.
I like
in
this insight in Manny and Robin's relationship.
Oh yeah, this is great.
That one's a little difficult. Oh, your superpower. If you had a superpower.
Ooh, yeah.
I know that's kind of difficult. It's like you really need to think about that stuff.
No, I don't think it is. I think I have thought about it. And because I've listened to the show and I've thought about what my answer would be. And I think it would be intelligence, because I feel like, well, I have a very, a job that requires a lot of thinking and all of that. So it's just, that feels powerful to me. It feels really powerful to know stuff. And if you know enough, you can figure anything out. You can build a thing to do the thing that you couldn't do with your superpower. That's the way I see it. It's kind of like exponential power, really.
Mm-hmm.
According to some people around here, that doesn't make you a superhero. So, yeah, I guess people just don't really consider.
Maybe they don't have enough intelligence to understand.
I'm just saying that fucking Iron Man wears a fucking suit that doesn't make him a superhero.
But he's got the courage of a maniac. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a bunch of courage and a bunch of intelligence. He's got skills, and he possesses qualities that standard people don't have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Makes him special.
Yes.
I'm not saying he's not. He's just
Almost super
Super special.
super califragilisticexpialidocious.
Superhero.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to act really weird because Aaron Sprinkles isn't here.
Aaron Sprinkles.
What the fuck do I keep calling him Aaron? Fuck. Okay.
That's my job.
You're trying to fill in the strange void.
Hey, actually, I heard Manny call me Buddy a lot.
I try to call you Buddy on the show because
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I call
I
him
don't
Buddy
like
on
him.
the
It
show.
makes me feel like you're 5. And it's just weird.
My buddy and me, wherever he goes, I go.
It kind of looked like you were just pointing
My
your dick.
buddy
Like,
and
Wherever
my
I
dick
go,
and me.
he goes. What would your weakness be at this moment in life?
that's hard.
Like, let's say you're a superhero, and whatever your weakness is, that would be what takes you down.
I feel like this is that question in a job interview, and
Chocolate.
they're like, "What's
Yeah.
your worst quality?" And you're like, "That I try too hard." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know. I don't know how to answer.
This is your
that.
superhero interview.
What would be my weakness? So it's like some embodiment of some weakness I have right now that would be like super weak. I don't get it.
Yeah, like what could make you crumble?
You know what it is?
That wasn't like the death of a family
French
member.
fries. Sorry, I'm
she's not
trying
much
to-
of a French fry girl.
Inside Sprinkles.
Nachos.
Aren't we all just lazy in our souls sometimes? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
definitely.
yeah.
You want to just sit on the couch and watch 700 hours of fill in the blank,
Yes.
marathon.
Yeah, it's okay.
And so I think it would be that. It would be laziness. I would
Yeah.
somehow let my laziness
That's a good
take
one.
me over.
If you can get rid of laziness, if I would just can take that away from me, oh my God.
Well,
I
aren't we all-
wish I didn't have to sleep. Could you imagine how much you could
Oh,
get done if
wow.
you didn't have to sleep?
I wish I could sleep all the time.
Oh man, I love sleeping, but
Well-
I'm just saying I can get so much more done.
Isn't life just really fighting laziness?
Yes.
It's just-
that is
Actually, that
every
is
fucking
true.
day when the second I wake up to the second I get home,
Yeah.
I am fighting laziness.
Yeah, that's just life,
That is true. I like that.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
One
I'm
other
a
question.
philosopher
I never-
on the side.
I know.
Yeah.
One more question, and then we'll get into some sidekick mail. But was if your choice of weapon for a zombie apocalypse that is not a gun?
Oh my gosh. I think I would really like a chainsaw.
You think you'd be able to you just handle some chainsaw?
It would be custom made for me, of course,
Okay.
and so it would be perfect size and perfect weight, and
Who's-
I could wield it like
Who's gonna custom make this thing for you?
my dad.
Okay, all right.
Ooh, not even
Yeah.
the Kobean over here.
No, my
No,
dad
no,
is like
I-
the MacGyver of everything.
Well, Manny was over here. I'm gonna make these claws. I'm gonna make this
Hey,
bat. I'm gonna
she's
make
gonna
all
help
this
me.
stuff.
To be clear, Manny could do it.
I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but it'd take him a long time.
I feel super gross that I just called him Manny. I want to take it
She
back.
does
Yeah.
not call me Manny.
She never calls you Manny.
It bothers me.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I know. That's the first time ever I've heard you call him that.
Do people know his actual human name?
Yeah, you mentioned it once in an email when you wrote in,
Oh.
and you said, I'm Emmanuel's sidekick for life.
True that.
Yeah. That is my
As long as he keeps up on his pop culture.
Yes.
my God-given name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into some sidekick mail.
Yeah.
Do you want to read it, or do you want me to read
No,
it?
no, no, no.
You
no.
want me to read it?
Sidekick mail.
You get to chime in on the sidekick mail.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. I'm ready.
All right, okay. So, guess who's back?
Back again. Jay Jackal's back.
Back
Tell a
again.
friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Sorry, we're getting a little silly.
Is it because Aaron's gone again?
Yeah, I feel like you're like he's embodying me and just making me be more weird. Because I was like, oh, this episode's going to be super serious today. I'm not going to be super jokey. And I'm like, God, I feel like I miss it a little bit.
Yeah.
After all the hate.
I told you earlier that I thought you'd miss him today.
I know.
You-
And I never thought I would.
The group
Yeah.
needs a punching bag.
Yeah,
And that's
seriously.
Sprinkles.
Or like a fat friend.
It's true.
There you
It's
go.
always good to have one. Never know. They can tell you where it's, good places to eat. They're usually
That's
jolly.
good. Yeah.
They always make you look thinner is how women think of it.
Oh,
I
that's-
understand as a guy.
You ever
who's
notice
thought
that,
of
though? Women always have a perimeter of an ugly girl to deter the men.
It's an actual
Manny, I know
theory.
you've been out of the game for a long time.
No. I'm thinking, and I'm probably thinking too much about it. I'm starting to think of like who would fit and what, and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't even get into that.
I mean, it's not really true. It's
no,
just,
it's
a
not.
theory
It's
of
a
female
theory.
interaction.
Some of us don't have any friends.
Are you saying you don't have any friends? I guess
guys-
I'm not his friend.
You guys just come
Yeah.
over because I have the recording equipment.
No, he somehow snaked us into here, and he was like, "Hey, we'll do all of this at my house."
I've
Come
got
over."
candy.
I would
There's
like
never any candy.
for the record,
here.
I am your friend.
Yes. My
Friend for life.
best friend. Okay, now that we're done being
Weird.
gross, I'm going to read this email.
As long as they don't start sucking face in the studio.
Nope. I do no PDA whatsoever.
It's true. No, I mean it's true. I won't.
What
put our
about
entire-
hold handing, like hand holding?
Oh, hold handing is that
Yeah,
like?
hold handing.
Yeah, I handhold her quite often.
Yeah, but I used to try and snuggle him, and he'd be like, "No,
In public?
Get
what do
off
you mean
me.
snuggle?
I don't know. Like mildly molest."
It's like you ever see those people on top of each other and like, dude, you're in public.
No, I mean it would be like, "Let me kiss your neck a little,
Oh, in public? No.
or your cheek, even."
Okay, let me get into this email because we're getting pretty close.
Somebody's a little uncomfortable. I love it.
When are we gonna get Michelle on the show?
Hey, back the fuck up, all right?
Okay, let me read Jay Jackal's email. It says, "Did you miss me?" Actually, we kind of did, didn't we? Mention that last episode. I think
I missed him.
I missed him
Oh,
too.
wow.
I did. It's fun.
We could have had him. I mean, he
I know.
could have phoned in.
Good
or
job,
something.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Sprinkled it.
Wait a minute. I feel like that devalues my presence on the show.
No, I'm actually super glad we got to
Well,
have Robin in here.
I'm being
It was
sarcastic.
it was Buddy's call actually. I didn't even know he was texting you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I shot out the
Sneak
text.
attack.
I thought you'd give us some weird insight, which now I know that he
kinda
doesn't
did.
like PDA.
Yeah. I do not. I'm totally against it. Anyways. Sorry, I have not written to the show for a while. Yeah, that makes sense. I have been very busy. So busy, I had 5 shows on my phone ready to listen. I decided to listen to the podcast in my car while commuting. My road rage has increased by 300% due to Sprinkles and his voice. Well, he should be feeling better after this episode. You are all wrong. Everybody, you're all wrong. Batman is a hero. Iron Man is a hero. A firefighter is a hero. A rescue worker is a hero. Normal humans who who use man-made stuff to help or save people are heroes, not superheroes. Superman is a superhero. Spider-Man is a superhero. If you have superpowers, then you are a superhero. Lex Luthor is a villain. Villain spelled with an E. Magneto is a supervillain, again spelled with an E.
Spell check doesn't work on that computer.
No, I guess Gmail doesn't do spell check. Get it? The only vigilante is X-Ray Cat. What's that?
Don't be
know.
asking me. Oh.
I have no idea what that is.
Huh. I don't know what that. Maybe that's a. Do you think that's a misspell? What's X-Ray Cat?
No,
Never
it
heard of
cannot be a misspell.
Okay. I love the new format.
What new format?
What's up with that?
I think every episode is a new format.
Yeah, because you guys.
I think we're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah, pretty much.
making it up as you go along.
Yeah,
Sounds
and I mean,
like to me.
if it works, it works.
Just nerd talk and lots of it. This is back to the email. I'm sorry. Just nerd talk and lots of it. I also noticed no cussing going on. What the fuck is he talking about?
That's some
seriously.
bullshit,
I don't.
motherfucker.
He might be listening to the wrong fucking show.
I hear a lot of swearing.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better about myself though, and my swear habits. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, I guess.
I guess. Shit makes me feel worse.
He goes. He says very nice about the no cussing. Okay.
Thanks, pal.
You need a new intro. Ouch. The old one is played out.
Can we just have a
Burn,
minute? I need to
burn,
back it up for
burn,
a second.
burn,
so
burn.
Jay Jackal is your villain, right? But
Yes.
he's super happy about the no swears. What's up with that?
Yeah.
What is he like, hanging out with his children and listening to the show while licking
Maybe that's why-
lollipops and playing with rainbows?
I can't believe he doesn't like the new, or he doesn't like our intro.
He says it's
That's
played out.
Your hubbies.
He said mix it up a bit. Yes, he's right that we do need to mix it up. We need to put some samples in there and stuff. That's what was our original idea, but we haven't gotten to that yet. We have a lot of voice samples, voiceovers from certain people.
Yes.
And we've got them all chopped up and ready to go. We just actually have to put it together, but we're the busiest we've ever been in our lives.
Why doesn't Jay Jackal write you guys an intro?
Maybe he should.
Yeah, maybe if he's got so much opinions about it, he should do it
It's just
himself.
going to be like, Jay Jackal is the best motherfucker out there.
No, he's got like a rap. He's like, my name's Jay Jackal. I listen to Hardly Heroes. Y'all little bunch of bitches. And Sprinkles can suck a... I don't know. I'm not a good rapper.
No, because all I could think of was like bitches again.
Bitches.
Yeah,
Just rhyme bitches with bitches.
that's the way.
You want to know why Dre's album was so good? He's rapping about blunts, 40s, and bitches.
Yeah.
Rapping about... Never mind. Not allowed to say that next part.
Okay, he's asking us to mix it up a bit. There's a lot of other comic books besides Marvel. Get off Marvel's nuts and talk about Adventure Time or Bob's Burgers or Scooby-Doo or Powerpuff Girls. Is it Powerpuff or Powder Puff? Powerpuff. It's
Powerpuff.
Just try something else. Love the movie info and stats. That was very interesting. Why don't you do top 3 instead of top 5? No honorable mentions. Still love the Ruds. Still hate Sprinkles. I throw Starbucks gift cards in the trash because I know he works at one of them, and I don't like Sprinkles in my coffee. Love Jay Jackal.
Yes.
That was kind of all over the board. Like,
I love the Bob's Burgers poll, though. I love Bob's Burgers.
Didn't seem very villainy to me. I'm just a little
No,
confused. I
he's
feel like maybe he
he's
took
the
his
nicest
Prozac or
villain.
something, or something's going on. I feel like he's got a little pep in his step, maybe some holiday cheer.
Yeah, I think it is. I think he's, feeling Thanksgiving, feeling Christmas.
yeah,
I
he's
think
feeling the love.
realized that he can't go on without us. He's not, he realized how much he needs us.
Who is he without us, and who are we without him?
Wow, that's deep.
That was deep.
We're people with a podcast. He's nobody.
Got it. That's
Burn. But by the way, he did burn you. That was pretty dirty. He
That
was talking a little much shit on your...
Talking shit about the intro.
Yeah, that was a burn.
He likes our movie info stats.
And that's a thanks to Manny.
And-
Manny is very on his info stats.
That's a thanks to IMDb.
Yeah, well, hey, he doesn't fucking need to know that.
I guess
Seriously.
everybody knows
Manny
now.
pulls that shit out of his ass.
I know everything.
Oh, sorry. Out of his butt, because I'm not allowed to
Yeah.
cuss anymore.
But talks.
No.
Butt talk? Oh,
Chocolate starfish.
Holy me. That was Ace Ventura reference. If
and
you didn't
we
know.
We don't know tweets, twits.
Tweets, twats, and
Facebooks.
Twatters.
How did
you guys rap a little bit. Let me check the iTunes reviews.
Sounds
So,
good.
lovely wife, how did you like being on the show?
It was a little nerve-wracking.
It is, right?
Yeah, it's a little. You guys are very comfortable, and I'm not, which is usually not the case.
I do kind of feel like I start every show a little nervous,
That's how I feel when I
and then we start getting into it.
when I go to court. When I talk at first, I get a little nervous, and then after about a minute, it's just like whatever.
You gotta
I'm
let it
just
hang.
scared we're going to have a huge spike in downloads now that we've had Robin on. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to replace Sprinkles.
We're gonna get emails. Can we just get a podcast with Robin on it?
I'm positive that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're too busy.
I could make time.
I won't let you. Use the recording.
wow. She's going to try to.
No.
No.
Nobody knew. No tweets.
No, rock my socks.
Do you,
No,
want,
we've already
do you
had
guys
that
want
one.
some special Hardly Heroes related news?
Yes.
Okay, so I am preparing gifts for all of you
What is
that
that?
are Hardly Heroes related
For Christmas?
for Christmas.
Hardly Heroes Christmas episode?
Yeah, so before
Do we have to open them on the podcast?
Yes. Well, they'll be here waiting for you.
Hmm.
Or maybe I'll bring them in or something so they're brand new and you can have your reaction on,
Or yeah,
on
or
air.
maybe we'll actually have you on the show and then you can pass them out and we can open them on air.
It's going to be dope.
I'm pretty
be super-
excited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You're definitely going to have to Instagram that.
Oh, definitely. Now, all right. So you asked her favorite zombie apocalypse movie,
No, not a movie.
or no?
It's
Sorry,
Weapon. Which
Now,
I thought
what-
was going to be like a Wusthof knife or something. But I guess not.
I do love my Wusthof knife. I almost cut my own finger off with it once.
What I was going to ask was, what is your favorite superhero movie?
To date.
Yes,
I really like Guardians.
Guardians
Yeah,
of the
that's
Galaxy.
That's a big one.
Well, and Chris Pratt looks so cute in it. He's so cute.
He is pretty buff in that movie.
And you know what? I really underestimated it because when I heard about a movie with this fake tree and raccoon, I was like, what in the holy fuck are they doing? Like, this is going to be garbage. And it was dope. So, I mean, they had a lot to overcome in that regard. So I think artistically, like, it was very challenging for them to do a good show or do a good movie, excuse me. But they did it. Did you guys hear me hit the microphone? I got the glare.
By Manny, not by me though. That was nice.
No.
Because
'Cause I
Manny's
think I
hit
just
it
always-
twice in a row.
Because I'm like flailing about and he normally has it folded out so that it's more in my way.
I'm a flailer, so that was bound to happen.
I know we all like talking with our hands. It's just so much fun.
We got through a whole hour. I didn't even think we were going to do that.
Well, because we had Robin come in
kinda-
and Robbie saved the day.
You bailed us out a little bit.
Well, I'm
but
glad I could be of assistance.
No, I'm glad you.
Where could our listeners find us, Robin?
Facebook at Hardly Heroes.
Uh-huh.
Instagram at Hardly Heroes.
Yes.
Email us at hardlyheroes@gmail.com or Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
One.
Oh.
And that's what's up.
Nice. We don't need no stinking Aaron.
Yeah, we don't need Aaron.
Nah.
No, I miss him.
BB-8 and Robin just,
There you
filled
go.
it in.
The cat is up next.
Oh, yeah. Meow.
Yeah.
So next week, just to tell you guys again, we're going to have Galvatron on the show.
Yes.
And
Lots of Star Wars, lots of Rogue One. We're going to be talking how this movie ties in
yes.
to the rest of the saga and a little bit of tidbits of information that I have collected throughout the last couple of months.
Yes.
Wow.
Any closing remarks from you, Robin?
No, not really. I just think the podcast is awesome and I really am a super fan. So keep it going.
We got
Thank you.
one in the bag.
Big 3-0 today.
Yeah, 3-0.
Episode 30.
Well, and if you guys start sucking, I'm not going to let you do it in the house anymore. So you got to keep up the good
It's
work.
got to be good.
All
and
right.
Manuel and I voted that if you guys suck, you couldn't be here.
Okay.
So.
We get moved out to the garage.
No, you can't be on the property at all.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Get to the back of the van.
So keep up the good work.
Yes.
What are they doing in that van down there?
Van down by the river.
That's super pervy. Like everyone would think you were a bunch of pervs in the perv van.
I know, 3 of us, especially with the balding Yugoslavian.
Yeah.
I think it's all on him that you would look pervy, really.
Yeah, me and Manny, we look like respectable adults.
Yeah, he just looks like he's up to no good, you know?
Yeah,
Always.
he looks shifty.
Totally shifty. Totally shifty.
All right, well, you guys have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.